Okay, that was Biden's former senior spokesman, John Kirby, saying he favors President Trump's, quote, muscular approach towards Colombia to stop narco trafficking, sports tariffs on that. And now another top Biden official, Ned Price. Ned Price supports what President Trump is doing in foreign policy. He wrote a new Washington Post op-ed. Both of them worked in the Obama White House. Look who's here, Fox News contributor. He's a great writer and author, Guy Benson. Guy, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming on. What do you make of this? Do they want jobs in the Trump White House? They were so strident that only Biden had the right policies, but now Price even suggested that both Obama and Biden's foreign policies were at times weak and about appeasement. What do you think of this?
Yeah, sometimes I'm a little suspicious when you have people from the Biden team saying Trump's getting something right. I'm like, hang on, let me just check to make sure I'm living in reality right now. Is there something going on? What's their angle? Maybe they're just seeing the world how it actually is, and they are recognizing some of these significant successes, or at least major progress in a way that didn't really get achieved when they were on the job under their own boss, under a more failed approach. So perhaps they're trying to turn their party in a better direction. Maybe they see an opening to praise Trump, at least on a limited level. But I think it is important across the foreign policy establishment and beyond, regardless of partisanship, when something works and is successful and it's in America's interest and might bring about peace somewhere in the world and de-escalate conflicts in a way that's lasting and good, it should receive praise across the spectrum.
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear. You know, so Trump comes in, blows up the consensus, blows up the status quo, dynamites the, basically the establishment here. And, and now it sounds like Ned Price and John Kirby didn't like how it was operating in D.C., didn't like how things work, because Ned Price now even applauds Trump's shock and awe method for delivering short-term gains and stability overseas. That Trump is winning because he's effectively leveraging U.S. power, and that he also ignores the media criticism, right? That's what Ned Price is saying. That Ned Price is saying Trump, it's good that he's ignoring the media criticism. He's citing his wins with Iran, the Gaza ceasefire, the hostage deal, the Mideast peace plan. So now these two guys who worked inside D.C. establishment are saying, you know what? Trump is right to go around it and not listen to the media, not listen to the establishment.
Well, one thing that I think is important to point out, and it's fine for them to make some of these observations, and one of the things that Ned Price wrote about in his Washington Post op-ed was it's important to see the world as it really exists as opposed to how you want it to, right? That's where you can really make some very significant mistakes. So he's giving credit to Trump there, but especially on Gaza, getting the hostages out and reshaping the Middle East, Trump has done almost the polar opposite of the Biden-Harris approach that Price and these other guys were a part of. I hope they're taking notes.
Really interesting, always smart, Guy Benson. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining.